Hello guys, this is Lowen. I'm the head coach for Team Liquid. I'm here with Yeltsin and Nats, so assistant coach AGL. And we are here today to talk about the previous roster, how was that experience, and to talk about what are the expectations for this year. I would say yes. Obviously, I'm never happy with the results. I always want to win. I'm quite happy that we won VCT MEA, to be honest. Unlucky, we got grouped in some of the in all of the internationals, but I still consider it to be successful. I'm not sure about you guys.
Overall, last year I feel like was pretty good, especially that first year IGL, first time in tier one for us. So it was a good year, good starting point for hopefully a bright future.
So we decided to make some changes from last year's roster. We wanted to shift a bit the dynamic, the way we work, our standards. We want to elevate a bit the standards. And I think I was looking for players that were mainly passionate about the game, that are grinding the game a lot. From the players that we trialed, the players that we interview, I truly believe that these are the players that fit this profile the best. And most importantly, is players that, yeah, they're going to put the time in, they are professional, they're young, they are coachable, they are open-minded, and I think that's one of the main goals for this year is having this type of profiles in the team. So talking a bit about the players that we got, Wayne, Minibu and Purpo. So to tell you guys a bit about Wayne, he's a very talented kid coming from the APAC region. I watched a lot of games from him. I had multiple interviews with him, and I got to know him a bit better as a player and as a person. One of the reasons that we wanted to get an import, it's also to try to understand other play styles, other regions, how they play, how they see the game. I think it's a very, very good bet for us, and I truly believe in his potential, and I hope we can stick with him for the long run.
One thing I love about Wayne right now, how in shock is he looking at how E-ranked look like. Completely different to APAC. Every game something is happening in his ranked game, so he definitely need to get used to it. But like, it's just funny to see his reaction. I really like that he likes to play. Maybe I shouldn't leak it actually. So maybe let's not show it. But I like that he can play. We might use it maybe here and there on some maps as we were planning last year, but it didn't work unfortunately. So yeah, Wayne is insanely cool guy. Domi, Minibu, I don't think so I need to introduce this player. Played in Heretics for 2-3 years, very good time over there. So definitely he brings a lot of experience to the team, a lot of good qualities from Heretics. We already see some of them during the bootcamp that we're having right now in Netherlands. A part of that, he's very flexible, and this is something we're looking for this year. So you might see him maybe on some different roles here and there. Even statistically speaking, he brings a lot of small details that we're looking for this year that we're lacking last year. It was a perfect fit, so we're very happy that we could pick up Domi into the team. What about you, Ayas?
Me? Minibu. He's bringing a lot of good ideas from his past teams, how he sees the game, and I think they had a good learning for the players. I think he's very, very professional. Okay, and the last one is Purpo Simeon. I know him already for a while, I think from 2021. I think he's a very hardworking person. He likes to play the game, he likes to live with the game. He also had experience in the Giants for the last 2 years, and I think he's bringing a lot from that. But they play in a very strict way, with a strict system. It's cool what he's bringing. I think he's a very good fit into the team.
I mean, he's quite a character. I think that's the funny part about him. He doesn't shut up. He talks a lot, which is nice. Karate, he does karate, so I cannot make fun of him as well. So, but yeah, I mean, in terms of his personality, I actually really like his personality, and I think he's a very hard-working player. I was super surprised. I wasn't expecting him to be so disciplined, honestly, and I think he reminds me a bit of you, Ayas, honestly. He's super disciplined. He's very interested in all the things to do with his own body, like to get higher levels of performance. And yeah, I mean, he's a super interesting guy, and I'm enjoying a lot working with him. I think one of the things that we really wanted to touch last year was autonomy and professionalism. I'm not saying that the players that we had last year weren't professional. I just want to raise the bar for this year. And I really want the players to develop more autonomy in the way they work. I think last year, at some point, it felt that my influence or Daniel's influence on the team strategically was one of the key points for success. And when we're facing things that we're not so comfortable with or we didn't have answers, we struggled to find these answers. And I think this year we are already working on it, trying to develop a bit more creative side of the players, where the players can think for themselves and figure out the solutions for themselves inside of the server. And yeah, I think right now those are the main changes that we're going through. I think the teams this year look solid on paper. I don't really like make predictions or anything like that, to be honest. I think we only know once the teams are playing, and even in these early stages, we'll never know, because some teams at the kickoff last year weren't performing great and then step up massively, and some teams started really high and then went down. So I'm curious to see. On paper, it looks good. I'm very excited for it. In terms of meta, I actually like the current meta, to be honest. It feels more about pew pew, like shoot ads. So yeah, that's fun. I'm not sure about you guys.
Personally, I'm not sure in terms of, I think we had really good meta on champs, the best so far. And RIOT decided to completely shift it, and they're gonna bring more changes. To be fair, we don't even know how the next year will look like, to be fair. Right now, definitely, we can do less interesting, cool stuff with abilities for sure, which we're doing a lot last year. So that might be a little bit more boring in terms of cooking. So we'll see, I'm not really sure.
I like how the game is shifting, how many changes the game exists. But about the rosters, I think yes, it is better on the paper this year, but I think it's similar every year, the same things happening over and over. We're gonna manage to first of all qualify to all of the international events, and not just to qualify this time, but go very deep in the deep runs, because unfortunately in last 3 years, I think maybe in last 4 years, either I would get grouped or I wouldn't go very far. So that's why a little bit missing this kind of feeling deep into the international events, and of course protecting the European trophy this year. Hopefully we will do that also. But in terms of the team, in terms of environment, I think it's learning. I think 2025, I learned a lot. I think everyone who was in the team, they learned a lot. Coaching, staff, players, management, everyone learned a lot. I hope this thing will keep for the 2026, because sometimes the year depends, there is a luck exists, especially with the amount of changes RIOT is bringing into the game. There is a lot of the luck. The most important is to learn and improve. So thank you everyone for watching us. I hope you enjoyed Lohan, Yaozi, and my opinion about the last team and the upcoming roster. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to leave a comment. Make sure to follow Liquid channel, and thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you guys.